Have you ever wondered about those numbers on your smartwatch that measure your exercise activity and what they mean? Or are you curious about how they can enhance your training? If the answer is yes, then keep watching this video. Welcome to Roots to Wellness, where science meets everyday health. If you wear a smartwatch, you're carrying one of the most powerful health tools right on your wrist. Beyond counting steps, these devices can track your heart rate, monitor your VO2 max, that's your body's measure of fitness, and even show how efficiently your body burns fat during different types of exercise. By understanding what those numbers mean, you can tailor your workouts to boost endurance, improve recovery, and move towards better long-term health. So today, we'll explore how to use your smartwatch to stay active, train smarter, and turn data into lasting wellness habits. Smartwatches like Garmin do more than count steps. They give you the powerful insights into how your body performs, adapts, and recovers during and after physical activity. Key metrics such as VO2 max, exercise load, and heart rate zones can help you train smarter, improve endurance, and maximize fat burning. But before we dive into how these metrics help you plan your activities, it's important to briefly explain two energy burning pathways in our bodies. Your body uses two main energy systems during exercise: the aerobic with oxygen and the anaerobic without oxygen pathways. The aerobic system is active during low to moderate intensity exercises such as walking, steady cycling, or zone 2 training. It relies primarily on fat and oxygen to produce energy, which makes it highly efficient for fat metabolism and building endurance. On the other hand, the anaerobic system kicks in during high intensity efforts like sprinting or HIIT workouts. Because oxygen can't be delivered fast enough, your body switches to using stored carbohydrates or glycogen as the main energy source. This system is powerful but short-lived and doesn't rely on fat as its primary fuel. You may be asking yourself, what's VO2 max? Well, VO2 max is the maximum oxygen uptake, and it measures how efficiently your body uses oxygen during intense exercise. It reflects how efficiently your heart, lungs, and muscles work together to deliver and use oxygen. It's expressed as milliliters of oxygen per kilogram of body weight per minute. And in simple terms, it means that the higher your VO2 max is, the better your cardiovascular fitness and aerobic endurance is. Your smartwatch estimates this by analyzing your heart rate, pace, and variability during runs, walks, or cycles. And a high VO2 max means your heart and lungs supply oxygen efficiently and you can sustain higher intensity for longer, whilst a lower VO2 max means your aerobic system tires faster, meaning you may rely more on short bursts of energy. So why does this matter for fat burning? Well, when your VO2 max improves, your body becomes more efficient at using oxygen, and oxygen is essential for fat metabolism. This means a fitter cardiovascular system helps your body burn more fat during moderate intensity exercise. And now to exercise load. Your exercise load is a measure of how much strain your last workout placed on your body, and it's based on excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC. Simply put, it indicates how much oxygen your body needs to recover. And your smartwatch may classify this as low load, optimal load, or high load. And over time, tracking your load helps balance training and recovery to ensure your workouts support progress and not burnout. Consistent, moderate exercise loads and not constant high-intensity workouts are ideal for maintaining steady fat metabolism and avoiding hormonal stress responses like cortisol spikes. Now let's talk about heart rate and fat burning zones. Your maximum heart rate, or MHR, is the highest number of beats your heart can achieve per minute during intense physical exertion. Many exercise trackers use heart rate to set your training zones, including the fat burning zone. The simple formula is the most common and easy way to estimate your maximum heart rate, which is MHR is equal to 220 minus your age. So if you're 40 years old, your estimated MHR is 220 minus 40, which is equal to 180 beats per minute. This gives you a rough baseline, though it can vary by genetics, fitness level, and individual heart response. The heart rate is where your VO2 max and exercise load come together in real time, and many smartwatches divide heart rate into zones based on the percentage of maximum heart rate. Your heart rate is about 50 to 60% of your maximum rate when you're working out in zone 1, typically when warming up or recovering, and your primary fuel is fats. In zone 2, you're also burning fat, but your heart rate increases to 60 to 70% of its maximum rate. And as you work out to a moderate level in zone 3, your heart rate ranges from 70 to 80% and you focus on aerobic fitness, burning both carbs and fat for fuel. In the hard zone, when your heart rate is at 80 to 90%, you're focusing on performance and using carbs as a primary fuel. And then when you're working out close to 100% of your maximum heart rate, your energy again comes from carbs as the muscles require quick fuel. Training in zone 2 at about 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate helps your body become more efficient at using fat as fuel. However, higher zones, like zones 3 and 4, still play a crucial role. They boost your VO2 max and overall calorie burn, which contributes to long-term fat loss and metabolic health. Remember that your VO2 max is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use during exercises and is one of the strongest indicators of the aerobic fitness. Here's a powerful link to burning fat. A high VO2 max means your body becomes better at using oxygen, and oxygen is essential for fat burning. The effect of VO2 max is fourfold. Fat can only be broken down or oxidized in the presence of oxygen. When you improve your VO2 max through regular aerobic training, your body develops more capillaries or tiny blood vessels to deliver oxygen to muscles. You get stronger mitochondria, which are components of cells that burn fat. You have a greater ability to use fat for fuel during moderate to intensive exercises. And as a result, your body becomes metabolically flexible, able to switch efficiently between fat and carbohydrate use depending on intensity of workouts and availability of fuel types. Secondly, higher VO2 maxes can help exercise longer and burn more fat overall. When your cardiovascular system is more efficient, you can sustain exercise at a higher intensity for longer periods without fatigue. This means more total calories are burned during and after workouts, a higher proportion of those calories coming from fat oxidation, and even though high-intensity training burns more carbohydrates in the moment, your improved VO2 max ensures your recovery and daily activity also draws more fat stores. VO2 max also boosts your afterburn. As your VO2 max improves, your exercise load capacity also increases, and this raises the EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, as you may recall. The oxygen your body uses to recover after exercise. And during this recovery window, your body continues to burn extra calories and relies more heavily on fat to restore energy balance. And finally, it improves insulin sensitivity and metabolic health. Long-term aerobic conditioning improves how your muscles respond to insulin and manage blood sugar, both of which are crucial for fat regulation and appetite control. A fitter cardiovascular system helps your body prioritize fat as a steady energy source, reducing reliance on quick carbohydrate spikes and crashes. So now let's bring it all together. VO2 max reflects your fitness level and oxygen efficiency. Exercise load shows you how hard your body is working and recovering. And heart rate zones guide you to the right intensity to achieve your goals. And for sustainable fat loss, you should be focusing on 70 to 80% of training in zone 2, which is a fat burning zone. Include 1 to 2 weekly sessions in zones 3 to 4 to boost your VO2 max. And monitor exercise load to stay within the optimal training range. You should track progress as your VO2 max rises and your fat burning potential improves through your smartwatch. Finally, your smartwatch gives you science-backed insights into metabolism, recovery, and endurance. But the real power lies in how you use the data. By balancing VO2 max improvements with smart load management and heart rate zone training, you can burn fat more efficiently and build lifelong fitness habits. Thank you for listening.